Scrolling on the YouTube comment section for the STG Guard, I ran across this comment. The most useless tank ever. Its counterpart, the T-34-3, is better in every single way possible. Just remember that. Every single way possible. We'll come back to that. Also, another tank, the T-34-2 in the Chinese tech tree, is literally the same, has more pen, and is better. Only recommend to get if you don't have a Tier 8 premium. Okay, well, let's see how true that case actually is. This is the stats of the T-34-3 compared to the STG Guard. Now, in gun penetration-wise, yes, the T-34-3 has a lot more pen. That's one of the major advantages. However, you forgot to mention that there is a 40% increase in shell velocity for having premium APCR compared to the T-34-3 720 with heat. Okay, how about we make our way over to the on-movement dispersion, which is quite a bit better on the STG with the same aiming time and the same accuracy. And mobility-wise, the T-34-3 is one of the worst power-to-weight mediums in Tier 8. It's 20. The STG Guard has a 20% better base power to weight, and it's also 20% better on every single terrain. Its traverse speed is better, and most importantly, the camo is 10% better without moving. It is 8% better while moving. Its after-shot camo is much better. Fun fact, the STG Guard actually has the best camo in Tier 8 for a medium, allowing it to have the same camouflage values as a light tanks while sitting still, making it a fantastic sniper, especially when you have the alpha and the incredible aiming time. When it comes to hit points, the STG has almost 10% more, and the vehicle actually has more turret armor. Speaking about armor, how about we make our way over to Armor Inspector. This is the T-34-3, but let's pull out something that actually has an equal amount of pen. So let's go over to China and pull out the 34-3. This is what a T-34-3 turret looks like against T-34-3 heat. 207 millimeters at weakest on the turret, and at strongest it's about 250 on the cheeks. 240. The upper plate's 180 and the lower plate's 150. This is the STG Guard that we're going to swap to now. So let's go over to USSR, and we're going to scroll to the STG. Let's plop on enhanced armor. Turret cheeks are 280 at weakest. That is 40 to 30 millimeters stronger on the weakest parts against the same penetration. Goes up to 290. So if you're not running calibrated shells on your T-34-2 or 3, because most people don't, you have no chance of cutting through the STG turret armor unless you hatch it. And if you try to say the hatches are a weak spot, then let's point out the blaring hatches on the T-34-3 as well. I do not understand where people come to these delusional outcomes of there is no single stat better on the STG than the T-34-3. If that was the case, then why am I going 83% win rate in the STG Guard, which is quite a bit higher than my win rate in the T-34-3. I can tell you for a fact that having more camouflage by 10%, that is almost 50% more, and having much more mobility on a lower down profile with a much better turret allows you to do more damage, especially if you understand how to play the game properly. When you say something in the comment section, make sure you're right about it.